going for the head.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, wrestling fans of all ages, welcome to episode 3 of the Wrestling Reality Rundown podcast. It is I, the one, the only, the charismatic, enigmatic SKF Effect Steven. I am joined by the man with the plan, the designer, the architect of Wrestling Reality Rundown, the standard of all Reds, the Red Standard, Caesar. Then, the gamer with the most, the alien himself, the invader. It's me invasion, BT. And then the lady of the reality rundown, the I won't say iconic, the glamorous,
a little bit, iconic.
Little iconic, live.
Whoop.
And don't let the title fool you. We're trying to edit that up. This is not the pilot episode.
It's
this
updated.
Is episode 3. The rundown has already begun.
Yes, it's all up to date. Hello?
Yo.
Hello.
Okay, my audio went really weird for a second, sorry.
So, waiting for everyone else to have some type of reaction to anything. So, I suppose, let's get into a little discussion here. Topic coming up, pay-per-view this weekend. Oh my god, it's AEW Double or Nothing.
Woo!
Woo!
Hurrah!
Hurrah! Surely this one will be better than the last.
Librarian. Where's my librarian? Why isn't she on there?
V sad?
I am sad. I'm also sad that Bunny's not on there.
Yeah. Alright! Oh, I hosted. Whoops. Sorry, that's what that was. Alright!
No. You said an
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I think Allie should be on there. But I think the card, they're doing a good job of featuring certain talents. I think I'm kind of scared, though, about the battle rail they're forming. Only because I like that it features more talents than, like, if you just put a bunch of one-on-one matches together. But I just hope that people do, like, shine in that match. Because I think with other companies, more than one, you put a battle royal together and it's just kind of like a time waster in the end. Like, there's no real good outcome other than the fact that you gave people TV time. So I just hope that it's a good introductory.
I remember.
Well, for this battle royal, this battle royal is actually going to be a much bigger one than the last one they did, because they announced that the winner is going to be in a title match against the winner of Omega and Omega and Jericho, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
So this one's definitely got a big stake to it, and it's definitely not just some, throwaway prelim battle royal that, we usually see. Like, this one is of importance. There is some high stakes to this that will pay off in the future.
Yeah.
I'm excited about this one. They have a lot of East Coast people, like from New York,
Yeah.
like Isaiah Cassidy and Mark Quinn
Mm-hmm.
and Ace Romero.
I remember from All In, the over-the-budget battle royal was actually pretty entertaining, and people got to have spots to shine. So it wasn't just toss everyone in, toss everyone out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I just hope that, like, at the outcome, obviously the winner, because I would argue that there's other companies that when you have a battle royal, even the winner is kind of degraded, because it's like, yeah, you won a battle royal, congrats. But with this, I do like the fact that the winner does have something, you know what I mean? They do have it's leading to a more significant match and shot. But I just hope that, like, others are able to shine through too. It's not just like and I think that comes down to the organization of the match itself. Because they do have a lot of really, really good talents in that match, so.
Let's see. So let's run down a little bit. We got a tag team match taking place between the best friends, Chuck Taylor and Trent Beretta. Liz already nodding of approval there. Versus Angelico and Jack Evans. I remember Trent. I remember seeing him on the indie circuit. And I
Trent
know
and Chuck.
Angelico and Jack Evans from Lucha. No, they're going to be this more speedy team of those two.
Trent and Chuck are gonna be like a funny, like a comedy act, kind of.
I think they
But
already
they
are. Or
they
they
are
were
really
Yvonne,
good.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I saw them there once.
The thing about Trent too that I like is that their gimmick is very. I think their gimmick is what sells people on them. Their charismatic nature, but they're not. They are like comedy acts, definitely. But I love the fact that like the second they're in the ring, they are able to put on a really good match.
Yeah.
So that they're able to like offer both. I think there's a lot of cases where you find a talent they're just really funny or they're really good in the ring, but they might not be able to appeal to both. They like kind of break that mold.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We got a.
I kind of see Angelico and Jack Evans kind of winning this match because I think they're kind of like the newer talent that are being introduced into the company, and kind of like you guys said, like, you know, Trent and Chuck, they're kind of like the comedy tag team that, you know, even though like in the ring they can put on a good match, it's kind of like, do you really like take them seriously? Because I could see kind of like a feud coming out of seeing maybe Jack Evans and Angelico versus the Young Bucks coming soon maybe. So I kind of see Angelico and Jack Evans picking up the win.
There is a 6-woman tag team match, and I'm going to apologize ahead of time to anyone that might be watching this, because we got Aja Kong, Yoka Sakazaki, Emi
You can do
Saka
it, Steven.
versus Hikaru Shida, Riho Abi, and Ryo Mizunami. I don't know any of those people, but I feel like it's going to be a hell of a match.
Yeah, I recognize some of the names, but
Shida is definitely one of the most underrated women's wrestlers on the indies, I would say. She's just one of those talents. She's worked Shimmer quite a bit in the States, as well as, you know, obviously working in Japan. I'm very excited for her to have a big break. I think she's one of those Japanese talents where she has come over to America. She has gotten opportunities on the indies, but nothing really big like this. You know, she's literally signed now to AEW. So I just hope that you know, she wins fans over, and I know she has the ability to. I know that her in-ring talents definitely don't leave much to be desired after. You know, you feel like you got your money's worth once you throw her in a match. So definitely be on the lookout for her, I would say.
Anything else?
All
right.
No.
Moving on. Next up is a one-on-one match between Kip Sabian and some little panda dude, Sammy Guevara.
Guevara.
What's Guevara?
Guevara.
guava juice.
I know he's one of the little names, so I have to mess up.
Yes. I mean, I'm not even gonna go into anything because we all know what I'm gonna say. So.
Sammy's gonna lose. We know. It's okay.
Both of these, they're kind of. It's funny how similar, connection-wise, you can make them. They're both
definitely.
They're both young talents. They're both asking for their break. Sammy Guevara, despite being in America, you know, from America, he literally has, you know, traveled to Mexico. He's traveled all over, and he's gotten notable forms of success. It's not like he's just traveled here and there.
From, like, Vietnam or something too. Wow.
Yeah. And Kip Sabian, he's one of the standout British performers, I think, on the independent scene. He's somebody I've been following for a good bit. He definitely is somebody that deserves this break, much like I just said about Shida, who's been looking for that opportunity to be on a bigger platform, a bigger stage to showcase their talents. He's somebody that when you're watching AEW, not just Double or Nothing, definitely keep your eyes out on him, because he is he's definitely somebody to, I think people are gonna increasingly grow more interested in as time goes on and as they discover him. So
I do have one thing to add, though. I feel like I personally, if I were to book these two, I would have done a switcheroo. I would have made them a tag team against Angelico and Jack Evans, and then put Chuck versus Trent. Because I think, because you have a lot of like backstory behind Jack Evans and Sammy, and Kip and Sammy would be a really good team. So that's just my personal opinion.
All right.
I think that's a fair statement. I think
Just because I'm worried that this match is not going to get like the proper, like it's going to be one of those like matches that people love Sammy and not as many people know Kip, but I'm worried it's going to be one of those matches that people are like meh, like with the whole rest of the card, it's like one of those I don't want it to be one of those. It's going to be like a 205 match.
Oh. T-Door?
T.
If AEW is looking to doing a cruiserweight X division type of division, I think Sammy Guevara would probably be the best option to go with. So I kind of see him getting the win here.
Don't use that X division word again around right now. All right. One matches I'm looking forward to seeing next up: the Young Bucks versus the Lucha Bros for the AAA World Tag Team Championship. They gonna kill it.
That's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, it's one of those matches you just sit there, watch, and then just yeah, pretty much, and then just be like, oh, holy shit, my mind just exploded.
Yeah.
Thanks.
My life is complete.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Alright, let's shift gear a little bit here. We got 6-man tag team match, Soul Cal Uncensored, Christopher Daniels, Frankie Kazarian, and Scorpio Sky versus the Strong Hearts, Seema, T-Hawk, and El Lindaman.
I mean,
yeah. I think Curryman would have been great in that match.
Yeah. I'm going to be completely honest, I don't know any of these people. Well, besides, like, I know SoCal Uncensored, but...
I'll say.
Yeah, no, I know them. I meant, like, their opponent.
Shima, or however you'd like to pronounce his name. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not going to try, because I butcher English as it is. He is one of the guys that the Young Bucks credit as one of the people that gave the Young Bucks one of their first big breaks. AEW put out one of their videos. I'm not entirely sure which one it was. But I watched it, and they gave a very nice like background on him involved with Dragon Gate. And I really liked, and I mean this more so connects to the Young Bucks, but I like the Young Bucks have this opportunity and everything, and they're thinking about even people that gave them opportunities, as well as the next generation who they can give opportunities. I think that's a real testament to the Young Bucks. And I think that's awesome that they put him in this match, signed him. So I'm excited to see, because I haven't seen any of his work. I've literally just heard about him through the AEW videos, so I'm excited to see how he does.
That should be a good one. Caesar, anything to add?
I would just say I only know Soul Calvin, so are they gonna win? All I know.
Alright. Switch over here. In a 3-way match, it is Kylie Ray versus Nyla Rose versus Dr. Britt Baker. AKA like Chelsea Green's twin, because they look exactly alike depending on the hair and whatnot.
Also, Adam Cole's fiance.
Something, yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Not
yeah.
not 100% sure.
Dentist. No, I'm just kidding.
Dentist, doctor. It's still a doctorate.
Britt, honestly,
Yeah, no,
but I think they might give it to Britt because she's like one of the faces when they went on the like red carpet thing they did. She was one of the ones that were there. So I would
Why is she like the first?
see Kylie win, but I think it'd be.
Yeah.
Wasn't like Britt one of the first women to sign with the company too?
She was.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Britt
I kind
was
of
the
see
first.
Britt being kind of like kind of the female face of the company. Yeah.
Definitely.
I think they're gonna have Britt win, definitely, but I would like to see. Part of me wants to see Kylie win, because.
I thought he said he was going to say Ali in this match.
That's true.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Running.
if I'm booking, no.
If he's booking.
No, but I do think Britt's gonna win. But Kylie's definitely one of those underdogs. I think the people that do know about her are like, yeah, she's definitely somebody that has a very bright future. But to the people that don't know much about her, I think Britt definitely has more notoriety to her name. But Kylie's going to be one of those people where I think they're going to build up Britt as one of their main women. I mean, she was their first woman that they signed. But I think Kylie is very much one of those competitors where she's going to give Britt a fair run for her money in terms of like certain opportunities that they give to people as time goes on.
Yeah, I agree.
And I just don't know much about Nyla.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else? All right. Next up, the Battle of Brothers. Cody versus Dustin. The match we never really quite got in another universe.
I'm so excited for that.
See back when. Anyone have any thoughts on this one?
I'm just so excited for this match because I think it'll be a very good opportunity to showcase both of their like crazy like minds, and I also think that the match itself is just gonna be really good. I mean, if I'm going with who's winning, I'm gonna go with Dustin because I can't really see Cody putting himself over on his own show, you know.
Well, I mean, the only way I could say for that one is if this is Dustin's last hurrah, he might want to lose to have like Cody get that win. Yeah.
Is that gonna be our word of the day?
Hurrah!
This little mission, honestly.
Like he's been waiting.
Get the t-shirt ready.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it can go either way. It depends on how they want to play it out. Dustin either gets one last big win or.
I didn't think of that. I do. I have a feeling though Dustin will probably maybe go back into creative for WWE. So maybe if he is doing this one last thing, I could see it. But I don't know. I'm gonna personally go with Dustin. But either way, I think it's gonna be an amazing match, and I'm excited to see what they do, because you know that they're gonna do something crazy, because both of their.
Because it's brothers.
Yeah.
June and
I do think I do see Cody winning this one because, like you guys kind of mentioned, like I don't really think Dustin is really going to be in AEW that much. I think it's just going to be just have this one match with Cody, the match that I think both of these guys have always wanted. Kind of like, yeah, just to go out the right way because, like you mentioned, like in WWE, they never really got that chance. Like the one time that they had the match was when Cody was Stardust, and that one didn't really turn out that well. So now they finally have they have a chance to right or wrong, and I do think Cody's going to win this one since, you know, he is going to be staying around AEW because it's his company, of course, and going forward. Going forward, I mean, I do see, you know, a much bigger plan for Cody in terms of a match going forward.
Yeah, I agree.
I would say too, like, I'm excited for the match, but I'm also excited for the entrances because I think they're gonna be very creative with it, especially Dustin. So I honestly can't wait to see what they put together.
I'm excited for all of the entrances because, like, I love like seeing new things with like that. Like, we all know everyone has their own indie songs, but whereas AEW is gonna be this like kind of new company that is gonna compete with WWE, which I like, but they're willing to dish out the money to get credit from, and like what's it called, to get the
copyrights,
get the okay to have real music.
Yeah.
Or are they gonna have people like create music that's inspired kind of like WWE does? I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I think that's something they did right at All In too. Like the entrances themselves, I mean, the music definitely enhances things,
God.
but the
They're
entrance,
crazy.
Kobe Ryan's entrance.
the entrances though, like they actually, even for the smaller talents, if you will, that were getting a shot, like they still felt like a big deal. Like you were watching, honestly, like it was a sports vibe, and that's why I got into wrestling. Like when I was little, was yes, there was characters and everything else, but it felt like a big deal again. And I think that's something that AEW is definitely capturing, and I hope that they continue to do that. And I don't think that it will be any different.
I think that they're gonna kind of do treat every show like it's WrestleMania, which
Yes.
I hope kind of stays like that.
And that's what got me into WWE when I first started watching. Because, like,
if they're not doing pay-per-views every month but spread out, you can treat each one as more of a spectacle
Yeah.
than rushing your special events every few weeks.
right.
All right. All right. Are we ready for this one?
I'm nervous.
The 21-man Casino Battle Royal winner receives a future AEW World Championship match against either Chris Jericho or Kenny Omega. And the participants include Sonny Kiss, Brandon Cutler, Ace Romero, Glacier, Brian Pillman Jr., Sunny Days, MJF, Joey Janela, Dustin Thomas, Billy Gunn, Jimmy Havoc, Michael Nakazawa, Jungle Boy, Isaiah Cassidy, Mark Quinn,
Isaiah.
Luchasaurus, the
Isaiah.
not so perfect 10, Sean Spears, versus 4 unannounced participants. I have no idea. I'm going to go with Librarian. She's going to be in there somewhere. She's got it.
I'm going to say one of the 4 unannounced people because I don't really see any of the other ones kind of winning, cause especially like the winner of this match is facing Jericho or Omega, and that's a big match. And actually, now that I think of it, I kind of think a good option here because he won't be competing would be Adam Page. Since he's pretty much open, I could see Adam Page wrestling out of Jericho or Omega. So I'm going to say Adam Page wins.
I mean, if they go the Impact route, it's going to be Sean Spears winning.
No, he's like a bigger name in there than him.
I could see Jimmy Havoc, maybe.
Allie! Yay! Hurrah!
Personally, as much as I love all of most of the names that are in here, because I know a lot of them pretty well, from like all of because a lot of them are, like I said, from the East Coast, and they did shows that Brett and I have kind of grown up going to. Unless no huge name gets announced, I am going with MJF because I love MJF. But also if you've seen any of the stuff they've been doing on their like video on demand, like with Cody and stuff, he's kind of Cody's sidekick. Like they've been kind of throwing him around, making him a bit of a big deal. So
I think I saw a post recently talking about how he's like a uber heel and whatnot, and could be like one of the best heels around for MJF.
I think he's the new Ethan.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, no.
Sadly.
In terms of the way that he's being, he's like progressing himself, because we all know that like what Ethan's downfall was signing and moving up, like, because he could have done so much better if they kept him in NXT. Obviously not his choice, but
yeah.
What are you talking about? The 24/7 Ring Wonders for EC3.
I definitely think MJF is a great pick. I want to pick Jimmy Havoc because that's who I like the most in this match. But I just don't see Jimmy Havoc getting that right off the bat. I think he's going to have a longer road to the championship if they decide that's where they're going to put him than just a battle royal. And I think he also is going to end up showing off more of his strong suits, which is the hardcore style matches. Yeah. I think they're being very cautious so far about you know, where everybody's styles fits in wise, and I think they want to build people up. That's why you have certain matches that you do. But I think they're going to want to build Jimmy up more, which is, I don't fault them for that. But I like Janelle a lot.
My only issue with that is that unless it kind of is an extension off of AEW at that point, from a business standpoint, I don't see them letting him win, only because he does his own thing, his own show during like WrestleMania season.
Janella's spring break party.
Yeah. So from a business standpoint, I don't see it happening. But like I said, I think MJF is probably, out of the names that have been announced, because anybody could come into this and could be the winner, like Caesar kind of said. I don't know. I
think too, like Janela, one of the best things about, I think, his stance in the company is he arguably had one of the better showings at All In.
Mm-hmm.
So I think him and MJF really are probably the two.
Yeah, Ace Romero, I think, will stay in for a long time because he's one of those like huge guys. He's not going to be easily eliminated.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that he's not going to win, so it's going to be one of those things. Because I've seen him in like countless battle royals. He'll make it to almost the very end, and then they just kind of throw him out.
Yeah, it's kind of that stigma of like, you know, everybody's gonna have to come together.
Yeah.
I do have to say, props to him though. He has been working his ass off.
I've seen it. Mm-hmm.
He is one of the, you know, he's one of the bigger talents, definitely, but he's definitely like gotten into better shape. So props to him.
Crazy.
All right.
Yeah, MJF, all the way.
Anyone else have anything to add for the Battle Royal?
Oh wait, no.
Oh.
I forgot. Oh boy. They might have him win.
Jungle Boy?
Yeah.
I hope they build him up. He's actually pretty freaking good.
That's Luke Perry's son, and Luke Perry just passed away.
Mm-hmm.
And they, like, the boys like Cody and Chris and the Young Bucks loved him. So I don't know, maybe they might pull out a surprise. Like I would hope that they don't want to make this as actually no, I don't think I wouldn't see it. I would like to see it, but if they're going against Chris or Kenny,
I was gonna say, looking at him, I can't picture him versus Kenny or Jericho
I would love to see that just because of like just everything that happened, and I actually want to see him in a match, but
emotions wise it would be perfect.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Starting off wise though, I think that's like the strong suit for Jungle Boy, is that the emotions are there. But like starting off wise, like MJF and Janela, you can easily right away catapult them into a bigger spot.
I do think though that Janela would be fun if Kenny won.
Yeah.
Because they could do like crazy like, because Kenny's either out there or not. He's either like really like focused or he's kind of like a little bit of play. So
definitely.
I do find the announcement of the world title situation interesting because they didn't announce it until the match with Pac and Adam Page got canceled. And if you remember at the rally, Adam Page did like make a campaign that he was going to be the first world champion. So I can kind of see him making his way to the Battle Royal and getting that win, because I do think he could be someone that AEW kind of would want to build as their top guy.
Mm-hmm. I wonder though if they're gonna throw Pac and him into the Battle Royal, or is Pac not like out like for good?
Well, if Pac's not winning, then I don't think he'll be in it, because Pac's not getting any. The only time he's lost, I think, has been like DQs against, I think, Zack Sabre, or Will Ospreay. Those have been his only losses by DQ. I mean, a Battle Royal, it's like he's not getting pinned, but I don't think he would want to be like one of 21 different people.
Could they do an Ace Romero?
Just being thrown out.
I could kind of see him winning though, if he were in the match.
Could win.
want him to win, but I could see him winning.
Yeah.
Bastard.
No, I think notoriety-wise, you could see Pac or, I'm sorry, I don't know his name now that he's not in WWE.
Shawn
Spears, yeah. One of them, just for notoriety reasons. I mean, you put them on a card, most people know the face, if not the name.
Yeah. I'm excited to see who these TBAs are. Like, are we going to find out the day of, or are they going to announce them?
Yeah. Can't wait for Allie to kill them all.
They'll probably be a surprise because if I'm looking at the rules correctly, it's going to be kind of like a Royal Rumble style where like 5 people are coming in at once every 2 minutes. I think those were the rules. Yeah.
The thing is, if they're TBAs... My bad. If they're TBAs, though, they have to be decent-sized people, I would say.
All right. The match will have 21 entrants, with 5 starting the match. Every 3 minutes, 5 more wrestlers will enter the match, with the 21st and final entrant entering alone.
I would say... I'm more so not sure what they're going to... I think they might announce them only because if they would probably want to announce who's coming in alone. Like, you know, when they pulled the tickets, like what your number is, kind of.
Could that be Moxley?
I forgot about him.
Who knows?
Because if he shows up, he's winning.
Oh, yeah. I swear we've seen Jericho versus Moxley somewhere before.
Mm-hmm. I think Kenny versus Moxley would be amazing.
But, so, let's get to the other side of the token. The Ayatollah of Rock and Rolla, Chris Jericho, versus the cleaner, Kenny Omega.
I'm going to guess Jericho gets the win here. I believe the last match Omega got the win, so I kind of see Jericho getting the win here. Maybe Jericho wins the championship. I don't know. I don't know if Jericho would want it or not, but I mean, I could definitely see like a third match, the rubber match, kind of being for the championship.
This is the official rematch of the first Jericho versus Omega, is it not?
Yes. And so Omega won that first.
So, we'll see. Jericho, I think his chances are pretty good.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't have an opinion on it, as weird as it is, because I think definitely could go either way, and it's very, like...
Would you guys have picked these two?
No.
I wouldn't either. That's how I was feeling.
Their styles clash a little too much.
What, for Kenny and Jericho?
Yeah.
Nah, they seem to work really good together the last time. I mean,
think
their techniques, their style are very similar.
Which is why I think they clashed.
I think they work good, but I don't know. I mean, I'm not dissing either one. I like both of them. I don't know if I wish there was more people in it, like a triple threat, or...
Maybe a triple threat I would have been a little bit more happy with, especially for a championship, like to crown a champion.
Yeah.
But this isn't to crown a champion, per se. This is the winner gets a shot at the championship.
Oh, yeah. I don't know, though.
Wait, what?
For me, I kind of...
The title is not on the line in this match. The winner of Jericho versus Omega faces the winner of the Battle Royal, probably at their next pay-per-view in July in, Daytona?
Oh, I misunderstood that. Jericho's winning then, because Jericho is going to put over whoever wins the Battle Royal, in my opinion.
Yes.
That's the smart way to go about it.
Yeah.
Jericho versus Moxley 2, or 3. However many number that is.
I thought whoever won this became the champion.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
There is no belt on the line yet. Just shops.
I kind of like that.
With that is the 9 matches taking place at Double or Nothing.
Right, are you good checking into Vegas? Did you confirm that? I don't know if you're I guess he's got his, yo, help me out here. Give me a ride to Vegas.
Hey, yo.
$20, $20.
I wish I could have made it. I love the StarCast listing.
Yes, that too. I mean, the card itself.
Because they were so close to each other, like close in timing to each other, or else I literally would have gone.
Yeah. Sad face. So if that's it for the show, Cesar, you want to do the closing?
I would love to do the closing. I want to thank each and every single one of you people for joining us tonight. We greatly appreciate you spending your Thursday evening with us, with me, with Steven, with Liv, with Brett. We appreciate it, and if you have not done so already, please leave us a follow. We would love having you part of our community. We're also on Twitter at WRR Network FL, on Instagram as well with the same name, Steven?
No FL on the Instagram.
No FL on the Instagram, just WRR Network. And then on Facebook as well, Wrestling Reality Rundown. Make sure you sub to us on YouTube as well. Or Steven Multiverse, I believe is still going on.
Multiverse still going on. We're going to start having these episodes clipped onto there. And maybe a few other surprises tossed in here and there.
Woo!
Make sure you follow all the socials. What are you looking at? Get up.
And all of a sudden, Caesar's like knocked out in the park.
Dog bites him.
Oh, he's a big dog.
Hey, that was last week. That was last week, if you remember.
Alright, see you guys.
Thanks all for watching.